Yo guys, welcome to my first devlog, where you get to watch me create this kind of Call of Duty Zombies kind of game. I wanted to do this kind of video for a long time now, but I haven't really had the motivation for it. Mostly because I thought I wasn't skilled enough as a programmer. Yeah, I have a different mindset now. I'm doing this devlog and game to increase my programming skills, and you guys can follow along. Alright, enough of the intro, let's get into it, shall we? So I started out with just throwing together a quick scene here with a normal circle and a movement script. I knew I wanted it to be a top-down game, of course, to get the Call of Duty kind of vibe. Next up, I created a simple enemy, which has a detection radius of the player. It checks for the player's layer, and yeah, another script for the enemy to rotate towards the players, and then it just instead shades a bullet towards the player. Just a simple placeholder to get my other scripts working, like health and etc, and for testing. So yeah, and that's basically all I did for day one. So for day 2 I worked on an enemy movement script to move towards the player, also a attack script for close range enemies. Believe it or not, I already had errors at this point, but like the Giga Shell I am, I fixed them in no time. Vad fan säger jag? Then, bing bada boom, we have enemies, boys. I mean, they don't do much right now, but they serve a purpose. They work, alright? Leave me alone. Anyhow, I quickly designed the health bar, slapped it in Unity, and boom, we have a health bar. It's that easy. Thank you, old friend. Moving on, I ended up polishing the health bar a bit. So now when they hit me, the health bar gets darker. I don't know, pretty cool I guess. And that wraps it up for day 2. Most of day 3 I worked on the gun system. I can now pick up guns, shoot enemies, and it all worked pretty well. I could just create a new scriptable object and create a new gun. Very simple stuff. And I was one step closer to the game being finished. But then there was this one thing, probably the most annoying thing in the whole project I worked on so far. The bullet spread. I do not kid you. I sat the entire night, up until 12 in the day. The sun has risen, and this bullet spread does not work. I mean, look at this! What is this piece of shit? Yeah, so I didn't get it to work, so I just rage quit and did something completely else. I started off day 4 with creating a new gun, which went perfectly. I said, which went perfectly. Next, I kinda reworked the gun system. At least I refactored it. I just improved the code overall. And next I updated my list of tasks. Since I was actually planning to release this game, I knew I had to make a few things different. The enemy scripts, for example, they are all separate logic. This is okay for smaller games, but this time I wanted to do it right. So I was gonna scrap all these scripts and I was gonna start to look into state machines. So for day 5 I didn't actually record any progress, because I was mostly researching the state machines for the enemies. but I did record a update for you, so here's that. Hello guys, a quick update. The reason I'm doing this whole project is to learn how to create, let's say, code efficient systems. I've been developing games for like 3 years now, and I've always chosen the quick route, you know, creating new scripts for all the enemies, and yeah, that's not a good way to do it. It's just not good in the long run. If you're creating a huge game, you can't do that. It's just gonna get buggy, and yeah. So that's what I'm been doing. I'm basically trying to become a better programmer. So I've been following this good tutorial by Sasquatch B Studios on how to create state machines for the enemies. And yeah, I can understand the systems. That's not the problem. I could like go in and follow the code. The point is I can read and understand the code, but I could never implement it myself. That's what I'm trying to learn. I'm basically trying to learn how to create these more efficient and non-code repetitive systems, so I can create better games and don't struggle as much. So yeah, that's the point of the whole project basically. So yeah, I'm gonna try to finish the systems and the tutorial, and then my plan is I'm gonna create another system for this. I think that I'm gonna do it for my weapons. I'm gonna redo the whole weapon system again, because I don't think this is a good way to do it that I've done right now. It works, but I can't create unique weapons. I can just basically change the values from my scriptable objects here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to expand my weapon system after I've done the enemy state machines, and I'm gonna try to take what I learned from here and implement it into my weapon system. So yeah, that's my plan, and I'll update you how it all goes. So see you later. So, new day and a new update for you. I kinda gave up on the whole state machine stuff. It just got too complicated for me, and I thought to myself that there's no point in learning how to fly before I learn how to walk. So I scrapped the state machines, and instead I focused on the inheritance part of it all. Since I'm not a good programmer and I've never really done that stuff, like I said before, so I dabbled into inheritance instead and kept that part, and I did it myself, and that I succeeded. So it's pretty okay. I have all the basic functions in the enemy base script here, like the deal damage and is within attack range, and then I have my unique enemies actually implement the attack logic with an abstract method. So yeah, that's what I've been working on these couple of days, and it works pretty well now. So you can see if I'm in his stop range, the green, he won't move. But if I get outside, he's gonna start following me. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. Let's see what I work on next. Try to make some like inventory or something. We'll see. So on day 8 I actually reworked the gun system again, just to make it more modular and like I can create more unique weapons. So I checked off some boxes on my to-do list, and here's the progress. I want to point out also that I spent like 3-4 days just recreating and refactoring my systems just to make them better, and it's how I'm learning. So yeah, that's why you don't see a lot of progress. I just fine-tune my already made systems right now, but yeah, a lot of stuff is gonna come up, so stay tuned. So for day 9 I decided that it was time for some new graphics. I decided I was gonna go for pixel art because I don't want the art to be the main focus. I'm trying to learn to program and create a good game mechanics wise. But that doesn't mean I don't want the game to be beautiful, so I'm gonna try to keep it simple while also making it look good. And what you're seeing now is obviously what I've done so far. Yo guys, we made it to day 10. So I've been doing some stuff and I think it's time for me to show everything off. So what I worked on is, you can see the little reload thing. So we still have these enemies, they're gonna be worked on in the next couple of days, but we can go up to these weapons and pick them up and they get displayed down here. And I can equip them, I can switch them. The pistol, some new graphics. See, I'm out of ammo, I can reload, that's new. So I press R and I can't switch weapons while I'm reloading. All that logic is done. But the shotgun, I made some of its own logic. So now it shoots multiple bullets. And yeah, I'm pretty proud. It's going better than I thought. And I'm excited to see what's in store for the future. Alright people, thank you so much for watching. This is part 1 of 2. Part 2 will be released in, I'd say, about 10 to 15 days. So yeah, I should be able to complete this game in that time frame. So I hope you'll subscribe and stick around to see what comes out of this game. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Have a lovely day, evening or night. Cheers!